Tony?
Yes. The fattest stuff. No, keep it the same. Up there, hold on. I'm not level. Oh. No, I'll move. I haven't put it in. Yeah. This top's got to come over a bit. You keep hold of it. That's it. This one's got to come over millimetres. That's it.
Hey guys, welcome back to TA Outdoors and welcome back to the Treehouse episode 2. As you can see, we have been making progress for the last, well, day really. We are doing the sides at the moment, and for that we're just using free reclaimed pallet wood, which we've been collecting on places like Facebook Marketplace and going around various industrial estates, asking them when they've got pallets outside, can we take them? And a lot of the time they do say yes, because they normally have to pay to get rid of their pallets by a company, so they're quite willing to get rid of their pallets for free, often as long as you ask. So we have been behind closed doors doing a lot of pallet cutting. So you can probably see on the wall to the side of me here that we are basically laying them like shingles, like you would do for a roof tile. It's just a different way of doing it. You could also do it side by side, shiplapped like this, and tile that up that way, which we did in the pallet cabin. If you guys wanted to see that, I'll put a link in the description below. But for this one, we're doing it differently. So we're laying a tile down like that. I say a tile, a piece of pallet wood. And then another one is overlapping it halfway. These are about, these are 45 centimeters in length. And so half of that is being covered. And so you do need quite a bit of pallet wood to be able to get all the way up to the top. And obviously we're working on a ladder where we're on a raised platform. But that way the water runs down and it sheds and it runs down and it never gets in the gaps because it's always overlapping and running onto the next tile. Another thing you might notice is that none of the lines of each shingle line up. They're always staggered and offset from each other. That way when the water drips down here, it doesn't drip down into the same gap where there could be holes and the water could seep inside. So like I say, it's very much the same style as pretty much doing roof tiles, but we're doing it vertically and hanging them vertically. And so that way, yeah, the water can come down and it can always avoid each gap because they're halfway overlapped. What we're doing as well is we're basically screwing in this batten, this support batten here. Each time you can use a plumb line, like a piece of string, and you can run it taut across, and then you can use the string at the bottom to line up each tile. But the problem with string is it has flex, so each time you do it you might bend the string. So what we've done is just literally screwed in a batten at the correct distance that makes it halfway for each roof tile, and that way, if you look, you just slot the roof tile on, it sits there, and we know all of these are going to be the same length. They can just sit there. It also means we can stack, because we're working up high, we can stack the pallet wood like that, the tiles, and not have to keep going up and down the ladder all the time. It reduces the journeys because we can just grab them from here and then put them on. So that's really useful, it's really helpful, and we've been doing that all the way along with this piece of wood to batten. It can be any wood, we've just used pallet wood, but it can be any straight lumber as long as it's straight. And then above that you'll see there's a batten board here, again from pallet wood. All this is recycled, it's all free, we collected it. That gets lined up with the top of each piece of pallet wood, and then that gets nailed in all the way along at the top, and we do nail the middle as well just for extra support. And that's how we have been doing the walls. We've also been working on a window.
Something you might want to do when you put your pallet wood there, because don't forget this is quite springy, is you can put your nail in straight like you do, but then when you come down to do the angle again, it tends to bounce that one loose. So I've always done it anyway. When I found there's a problem with a piece of gap behind the wood, is I put it down at an angle like that. That's solid enough as it is, but I'm going to fire another one in just here. I'll put it down at an angle. You know, when I get to along here, it doesn't bounce out because it's gone in too straight. With, like say, a shallowish nail, we can't go on a big nail because we'll be through the other side of the pallet wood and the grandchildren get scratched to death. Or we've got to go around and grind them all off, and Grampy doesn't want to do that, thank you. So it's you use the right size nail. So look, I want to say it's a tip. Half the time we don't know what we're doing, but I've just done it for years.
It's true, it just stops it bouncing off, doesn't it? It hangs on the nail better.
And depending where the pallet wood comes from, some people, like I think it's Indonesia and that, do actually make pallet wood out of hardwood, can you believe?
I think it's oak.
I think it's really hardwood Indonesian stuff from the forest. See the darkness of that, I've got a feeling that's a piece of teak.
It's much harder pallet wood.
Way harder, way harder. Anyhow, solid. If it's teak, it's going to last.
Just another 1,000 more to go, Dad.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So Dad has managed to recycle a window that you've had for how long? 20 years?
30 or 40, I'd say. In UPVC.
Double glazed?
Double glazed unit, which I thought would be better for the kids. Not to do with keeping warm, but just safety. Yeah.
That fits.
And it's cleaned up really well, and I've retaped it all here. So it's not blowing, it is actually still sealed, I can't believe it. But a lovely big picture window we look through the woods there.
Yeah, that is nice.
So what we're going to do is just fire a piece in here. If you got the glass,
I've got the glass, you did the batten bit.
Get in, and hopefully the glass doesn't shatter. And I've got it so it goes just to the edge of that 2x2.
There, yeah.
And level up so it goes level with the black seal.
Oh yeah.
That's it. And I decided to tidy it up because you see the black. A couple of bits just in there. That glass.
That's really good. It's lovely.
I'm trying. I mean, it's an enormous window. It's the width of this. I didn't want to polish, and somebody gave it to me. I had two for nothing. One's in my garage. I suddenly thought the side windows would turn this way, and we're thinking of a picture window.
Yeah, on this one, on this
maybe
side.
Maybe in here, vertical.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant views, and you've got plenty of light. Otherwise, it's going to be dark.
The other good thing about pallet wood is that where it weathers and it's been outdoors for sometimes years, it can look totally different on one side. So this side's quite bright, and this side's kind of a dark, and it's got a nice grain to it. So you can use that to your advantage. This one's speckly, and then really bright on that side. So when you stack them together, you can make them look totally different. And you can do that here. You can see that here. It's kind of gone light and then dark, light, light, light. Some have marks on them, and they've all got a bit of character and a bit of patina to it. So that's one of the great things about pallet wood. If you really wanted to, you could create a pattern of light and dark, but that would take quite a long time. If the pallet itself has been sat on the ground for a long time, then that side tends to go quite dark. The underside stays light because it's not been exposed to the weather. So you can cut them up and use the pattern to however you want to do it. It's a really good free resource. The other thing I should mention is that not all pallets are safe. There's chemically treated ones, there's heat treated ones, there's different treatments, and they all have stamps on them. We'll go through probably in the next episode the stamps and what they mean, but essentially the ones we're using are HT. They have HT stamped on it, which means heat treated. They have not been chemically treated. You can get KD, I believe, which is kiln dried, which is another safer one, obviously. But as with any wood, when you're cutting it, we're out in the open, but it is good to probably wear the safety gear and things like that, your mask and respirator and all that. But we're outdoors and it's windy, so we don't really need the masks. Well, we're not using them anyway. we're getting there. Dad hasn't been with me for the last 2 days. He's been out fishing on an overnight fishing trip. So if you guys want to watch that, or watch his channel, I'll put a link in the description below, TA Fishing. Lost my voice a bit, which is weird because I've been doing no talking for the last 2 days. But it is coming along now. You can see the tiling effects that we're going for with the pallet wood. It's hundreds of cuts. And we're trying to recycle some nails as well, the longer nails for the battening boards. We're recycling all of those from the pallet wood. So it's coming along, I'm quite pleased. Oh, Jax is with me and he's having a good time, aren't you? So we have done 2 walls, pretty much. We've done the gable end, not done the top of the gable ends yet, but we've done the kind of front wall. Left room for another window there. And then if you come around the side, we've done the side as well. And there's the window up there. Then we've got a different thing that I'm going to put on the corners here, which we'll do later once we finish the back and the other side. But yeah, after that it's going to be the roof. So you get the gist of what we're doing here. We probably won't film too much more of it, but just a little bit more on the back and then all of the other side. And then we can do the really fun parts like the trapdoor, ladder going in and things. So that will be great. I think my kids are going to absolutely love this. They're 3 and 5. My daughter's 5 and my son's 3. I think they're going to be, I'm really excited for them. Really excited. I think they're going to love it. Anyway, thank you for watching this episode. I do appreciate it. I'll put a link in the description box below for the full treehouse build playlist. If you guys want to follow along, if you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe. And like I say, Dad's channel is in the description below. And stay tuned for next week, or possibly the week after, where we make more progress, hopefully, on the roof. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.